Wireless microphone systems can be really complex if you've never used them before. There are different frequency bands, UHF, VHF, multi-channel, single channel, true diversity. If you want to put all that aside and just get a straightforward system for your small venue, your community meeting hall, karaoke with your friends, or even a small beginner mobile DJ business, then it's worth looking at this system right here. This is the PTV-2000 from Phenyx Pro. They're known for making amazing equipment, and this is no exception. It may be simple, but it's pretty dang powerful, and today we're gonna take a look at it. Let's get going. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan. If you're new here, thank you for joining me, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back as always. If you've watched the channel before, you know that Phenyx Pro is no stranger to the channel. I have been a huge fan of their professional microphones and other audio gear for a long time, and this is probably one of the more affordable models that they offer. However, for the price, you're gonna get 4 rock-solid handheld wireless transmitters, a well-built metal receiver, and a lot of functionality for the price. So let's dive into the unboxing portion of the video. Now, the packaging is very generic and they don't really waste any money on the packaging, but there are a few important specs on the back that it's worth knowing about. The first one is that this is a VHF microphone system. If you're not familiar with microphone systems, this may be foreign to you. In essence, there are 2 main frequency bands that microphones are operating in: UHF, or ultra high frequency, and VHF, or very high frequency. These are the VHF. It's become less popular over the years as the wireless congestion has become more crowded and the need to be able to change your frequencies more easily has become more prevalent. This system has 4 microphones and they are on fixed frequencies. However, if you buy this and it works in your environment and you're not moving the system from place to place, this could be a much more affordable and easy to operate system for you. Other important specs is that this has greater than 10 dB of dynamic range, less than 0.5% total harmonic distortion, a frequency response of 50 Hz to 18 kHz, and a range of 160 feet, depending on line of sight conditions. And that's one of the benefits of VHF, is that it can have increased range because of the signal size. But enough about specs. Let's open this box up and take a look at things. Now, like most things Phenyx Pro, it comes very well packaged with a thorough, easy to read instruction manual. You also get a little card here talking about their commitment to quality and how to claim your warranty if you are to need it. Phenyx Pro's customer service is exceptional if you do have any issues with the product, but I doubt that you will. Now, inside of the package, the first thing you're gonna see is the microphone receiver itself. And what strikes me about this in particular is that the construction quality is just so well done. All metal, very hefty, very professional feeling. The Phenyx logo is not overly dramatic or gaudy on the top. It's just embossed in there and it looks very nice. On the front, you have 4 separate volume or level controls right there for the 4 different receivers. Each of these has a fixed frequency. You're not able to change it. Above each of the dials is a small LED, which will let you know if the microphone for that channel is activated. And there's also a power toggle on the left-hand side of the receiver. Around the back, we have the attachment points for our 2 antennae that are included. We have XLR combo outputs, 2 channels on each of those, as well as a combined master 1/4-inch jack output and our power supply in. Also in this top portion of the box is going to be the power supply itself. Very generic AC to DC wall wart plug. You're going to get a 1/4-inch cable that you can use for that combo output. It does include a converter plug that will take it down from the 1/4-inch size to the 1/8 inch or the 3.5mm headphone jack size, depending on what you're plugging this into. So if it's a more consumer-based application like plugging into your TV, for example, you can use that converter for that. Then we have our antenna, and the antenna are not your typical like rubber clad ones that you see on your UHF systems. With the VHF, these are more basic, just metal antenna. They do have adjustable angle and adjustable rotation, and then you can extend this to get out to the full size. Pretty big antenna, so if you're going to use this system, just be aware of the aesthetic properties of the system so the antenna aren't standing out if you're using this at a more elegant event, okay? Now, in addition to the antenna, below you're going to find, if I can hold this up, the 4 microphone transmitters, the handheld units themselves, and they do include sets of batteries for all of them. Now, this one right here I've been using for testing, pulling it out of the plastic. The construction on this is a plastic finish with a metal grill, but the rest of it is going to be plastic. Not the end of the world, very lightweight for transport, probably not going to stand up to a lot of dropping, okay? So if you're using this with kids or teens or people that are not used to using a microphone and may drop it, just keep that in mind. There's a 3-way toggle switch right here, off, which is where it's at right now, mute, and then on up at the top. There's even a battery indicator at the top to let you know if you are running low on juice. Now, unscrewing the base, you're not going to find any buttons or adjustments on here. Again, the name of the game with this system is simplicity and being straightforward. So all you have is your 2 AA battery compartment right there, and you should get plenty of lifetime use on each of these batteries. I'm thinking at least 8 to 10 plus hours per battery charge, okay? Now these aren't rechargeable, the ones that come with it, but you could use those if you'd like. Okay, so you get 4 of those right there. Those are set to individual channels, not changeable on here. So it's important when you get the system to test it out in the location that you're gonna install it, and just to make sure that you're not having any interference. The VHF band is less crowded now that TV is not analog, but it's always worthwhile to check before you get into a major situation. Now, to set this up, we're just gonna plug in our power cord to the back of the unit, and then we'll install the antennas, okay? So this is just a simple DC plug-in right here. I've got a power cord off to the side of my table, if I can get that in, perfect. And then we'll get our antenna, and we'll install those as well. Now, if you've never used these, I think they're called BNC connectors. If you've never installed these, it's very simple. Just gotta get this out of the package here. Okay, so there's a little groove on the side of the antenna. It lines up with a notch on the jack right there. You just push it in, and then the collar just twists just a touch like that, and then you can bend the antenna up to where you need it. Same thing for the other side. Take the collar, hook it onto the little knob where there's the notch, twist it, and then you can adjust this as needed and pull up your antenna so you get the full range of signal. Go for the 45-degree angle out to the side so that you have the most coverage, okay? Now powering this on, you're gonna see the main LED is going to light right there, and then the LEDs above each channel are off until we activate that microphone. So we'll plug this into a speaker so we can do a little bit of testing and so you can hear the microphone in action. Now, I'm going to remove the converter plug because my speaker has a 1/4 inch in. For this, I'm using the Samson Expedition Explorer, which I've reviewed in a past video. Make sure you watch that. We'll plug it into the mic channel right there. We'll turn our volume up a touch and flip the speaker on. I'm gonna set that off to the side for the time being. Now let me grab my transmitter down here. We'll unpackage this. You're seeing me do this in real time. This is how easy it is to use the system. It's really nice that you don't have to pair your transmitter to your receiver. It's already ready to go. If I turn the volume down on channel 1, which is what this is, turn the mic on, you'll see a second light appear above the individual volume knob. That lets me know that this channel is turned on. That light turns on and off based on whether or not the switch is on the microphone. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it on and just start bringing up my volume. Here we go, here we go, here we go. There is the microphone right there. Plenty of good output on this speaker. I am using this on a microphone input, so microphone gain sensitivity. And so I believe the combo jack is putting out a mic level signal, because with the volume about halfway up and my gain about at noon or 0 dB on the speaker, I'm getting a great non-distorted speaking volume. I can crank this up just a little bit more. There you can hear that extra volume right there. The sound quality is exceptional. These are directional microphones that are cardioid patterns, so if I come off to the side, we lose pretty much any rejection of sound behind it instantly. Once I come back in front of the microphone, my voice comes back. The bass is very present in these. You can hear the lower register of my voice. There's not, there's handling noise. That's to be expected with any of these plastic microphones. There's not a ton of like sibilance, not a lot of hiss and high frequencies. They're not emphasized. I don't think there's a gate on this microphone, so it's not like lowering the volume between the pauses of my speech. But all in all, the vocal quality is really, really good. I'll just crank this up a little bit more. Check 1 2, check 1 2. That's the max on the volume control on here. I still have plenty to go on my speaker. All in all, really, really impressed with the audio quality. So to sum things up, this is a really awesome solution for those of you out there who want a straightforward wireless mic setup without having to hassle with pairing microphones to receivers, changing channels, learning about different frequency bands. This is plug and play. For the vast majority of you, this should not have any interference issues, and as long as you're using it in a relatively small space, you're not trying to go across a large field, but maybe in a small gym, a church, something like that, this is going to be an awesome solution. description. If you can get your receiver unit just set on the stage or somewhere near the performers, you're gonna get nice crystal clear audio, and 4 transmitters for the price is pretty much unheard of. So if you wanna grab this PTV-2000 for Phenyx Pro, I'll include a link down in the description. You can just go read more about it down there, and if you wanna purchase it, it helps the channel out. If not though, I'd love to have you leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, of course, so that I can keep bringing you content each and every week. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.